morning. Well, by the time this is live, it'll be the afternoon. Happy Wednesday, FlossTube. Hello, crafty friends. How's everybody doing today? My name's Caroline. Welcome back. Day 2 for our coffee stitch along, as well as just a couple other little things to share with you. Brought out the big guns today. I have made a concerted effort since January to stop going to Tim Hortons so often. It was becoming a daily, several times a day habit. The workshop here, we're very close to one, and anytime I would be out doing errands or anything like that, I would pick up a coffee on the way back. We have a perfectly, wonderful coffee machine here at the workshop. But I woke up at 2 a.m. this morning and I was just not able to get back to sleep. I have really cut down on my caffeine at night before bed, so I think it might have been John and I had a few glasses of wine with our dinner last night, and I think that I don't usually have more than a glass every once in a while, so I have a funny feeling that's just what woke me up, and I just couldn't get back to sleep. So today I think a nap is not in my future, but I do think a fair bit of the bean is. So funnily enough, speaking of the bean, I had some great comments yesterday on yesterday's video. Thank you. Thanks for, if you have any questions or leave them below. I'm going to try much harder this time around to keep up with the comments every day. I appreciate that you take the time to leave one for me. So Shiloh, X-Stitch MD, had a comment yesterday. I had said that I thought these were holly berries, and so I was going to call them, they look like holly berries to me. And Shiloh said, I think those are supposed to be coffee berries, which of course makes perfect sense. So thank you, Shiloh. And I joked back, I said, that's why you're the doctor and not me. You're the smarty pants. So yeah, coffee berries. The other question that I had was from Katie. Katie left me a question and a comment. Katie had received 28 count linen in her kit, and she was thinking that it was Ada that was coming for her. So she was a little bit thrown by that, and she'd never stitched on linen before. And so she was looking for some help and some advice, and she did a great job not panicking. I have to give her full credit. So we had a little bit of an email exchange last night, and I had left in a comment back to her that I was going to show this morning, basic premises of stitching on linen. However, after I had responded to her, I sort of did a bit of, hunting around YouTube, a little bit of a rabbit hole, frankly, because there's just so much good stuff out there. But I thought, why reinvent the wheel? I know somebody has done a really good job at this and is probably able to do it in a much more succinct way than is my habit. Well, I use 2 words when you can use 10. So I pointed Katie in the direction of Jean Farish Needleworks. Those of you who know Jean Farish's videos, you will know that she knows her stuff. So her video, Stitching Over 2 on Linen, and I'm going to leave a link in the drop down box below as well. If you're an Ada stitcher and you've always wanted to try linen, she really is very, very clear. And so I sent Katie the link to that video last night. And Katie, I hope it's helping. Let me know if you need any more help. So yeah, anytime, if you guys have questions or things that you want explained a little bit more, please leave me a comment. Always happy to help. So yeah, thank you so much for the comments. It's so fun to hear, there's a few of you who are not stitching this. It's close to 9 a.m. here. Daniel just arrived for work, so I had to pick up my train of thought. Luna loves everybody here, so every time somebody arrives for work, she goes a bit bananas. She's always very happy to see everybody. Daniel has a particular soft spot for her. So where was I? Oh yes, the stitch along. So there are some of you who aren't stitching the heartstring sampler C is for coffee piece, but you're joining in with your own either heartstring sampler design or a coffee chart, which I love. So thank you. Thanks for joining in. And you know, feel free to share the hashtag. Use the hashtag hashtag OTGN Coffee SAL if it's a coffee design. Why not? The more the merrier. So yeah, it's kind of fun. So I have my stitching all set up, ready for the day. Oh yeah, somebody asked me, I can't remember off the top of my head who it was, but they asked me what size, Nicole asked me what size Q-snap I'm using. I'm using an 11-inch Q-snap. So, yeah, 11 inches. So I won't have to move everything. My fabric fits perfectly in there and it's ready to go. So I am going to, I'm gonna stitch day 2 and then I'll come back on and film a little bit more. Okay, so day 2 stitching. Day 1 were the first group of 2 coffee berries. And then for today's stitching, I'm just moving up the border and I'm gonna stitch the next group. 3 leaves and 1 group of berries. That's it. Shouldn't take too long. All right, so I'll be back as soon as my stitching's done. There we go. Day 2 is complete. This is 32 count Roxy Floss Co Snickerdoodle, and I am using Roxy Floss Co floss conversion. The green is Lawn and Order and the red is Inappropriate. So day 2 all done. All right, now I've got something else I wanted to share with you today. Okay, so I have big plans. Carrie and I are recording our floss tube tomorrow for the Evertote channel, and I wanted to have an FFO for tomorrow's video. So, and I've kind of been plotting this one for a while. This is my Cranky Owl. This is a piece by Jacob of Modern Folk Embroidery, and I stitched this on a piece of 46 count Roxy Floss Co. It was a one-of-a-kind linen from a long time ago. We've had similar fabrics like this, but anyways, it's 46 count, 1 strand of floss over 2. I want to finish this into a small quilted project bag because lately my favorite size of project bag to take back and forth with me every day from work is just a small bag because most of my projects are on scroll rods. So I will take the floss in a small project bag and I'll just chuck it in my purse every day, roll up my scroll rods and stick those in my purse. So because I sew my fabric on because I stitch in the ditch. So when I roll up my scroll rods, the stitching is on the inside of the fabric. So the outside of it, you know, my purse isn't dirty, but you know what I mean. Anyways, clearly I need to make a little bag for my scroll rods. We'll get there. But that's what I want to do with this. I want to turn it into a little quilted project bag. And so I am going to quilt the panel this afternoon. And I'm going to have Matt help me because we've been working together on some quilted bags for Stitch North. And so he's already got a zipper foot all set up and everything, and he's pretty darn quick. So I'm going to quilt the front panel and then I'm going to pass it over to him and have him help me finish off the bag today so that it can be done and then I can show it off tomorrow. But check this out. Look at this fabric that I have to go with it because it's so perfect. I can't even believe how perfect it is. It's the bird footprint fabric from, we had the Chirp Chirp and the Tweet Tweet bags. Tweet Tweet was a pattern, here, if I just turn you a little bit that way, see the bird? There. That is the Tweet Tweet chart by Macy of Quaint Rose Needlearts. So we did a collaboration, that was her chart. And the bag that we did here at Evertote was a bird bag. And so this fabric was the accent fabric. And look at it, it's so cute, it's so perfect. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna frame my little owl with, and I'm going to use this as the backing fab. This will be the front and the back of the, I'm doing a terrible job here. Let's see if I can set this up straight here. Yeah, so you can see that's what's going to frame my owl. And then I'm going to turn it into a little bag. I'm so excited. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add this into my to-do list for my work list because, well, I want to finish it. I need to have an FFO. Carrie always has so much more stitching than me in our joint floss tube videos. Now I do have a fair bit to share tomorrow, but she always has more than me. I think she's less easily distracted than I am when she has her stitching time. So, but it's neither here nor there. We all have our own pace. So yeah, that's my plan today. So let's see if I can finish it for tomorrow. Okay, so day 2 off the Grid Needlearts Coffee Stitch Along is in the books. Mine is done. I'm ready for day 3 tomorrow. And on that note, I better get back to work. It's now 5 after 10, and Hannah and Matt are upstairs working away, so it's time for me to get back to work too. I'll see you tomorrow. So happy stitching, everybody. Take care. Have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow.